Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Schradieck Practice Along With Me series. We are learning all of the hand patterns, and we are using Schradieck School of Violin Techniques, Book 1, Etude 1 for the viola. And we're doing lines 1 through 4. Today we're going to be learning the basic hand pattern on a half step. And that looks like this. So this entire etude is on the D string. So we're only on the D string. So you'd have D, E flat, whole step to F, G flat, A flat. So we're thinking of this as changing letter names. So, but you could think of it like this too. You could think D, D sharp. So that would have D and then D sharp. So we didn't change letter names there. Whereas before we did D and E flat. But E flat is the same note as D sharp. Anyway, but you could think of it in this kind of confusing way. You could think of it as D, D sharp, and then we skip E. So then you'd have F, and then you'd have F sharp, and then you'd have G sharp. So you could think of it this way too, but that's confusing me because we're skipping the letter names. They're not going in sequence. D, D sharp, F, F sharp, G sharp. So it's a little bit better for our purposes today to think of it as D, E flat, F, G flat, A flat. So we're changing letter names each time. But you can use this hand pattern if you run into a bunch of sharps too, So anyway, I'm gonna put on my cello drone on the note D. You're gonna hear the metronome in the background. We're doing Schradieck number 1, Etude 1, lines 1 through 4. There we go. We're gonna do 4 bows per note like we've been doing. Song this reminds me of Painted Black. So if you hear Painted Black too. Anyway, here we go. 2, 3, 4. ear needs practice hearing dissonance and tuning against, dissonances. So I hope you survived, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for practicing with me.